who we left. Of course, our SportsWire fans, our fan voters, helped us out a great deal, and we're going to talk about their fan teams. We're going to start off with their number 5 pick, Steve McNair from the AFC champion Tennessee Titans, ranked number 5 over there. Kurt Warner, who is the Super Bowl championship MVP quarterback from St. Louis, only gets a number 4 rating from the SportsWire fan team because you all chose number 3 quarterback Drew Bledsoe, your hometown boy, as one of the best in the fantasy football game, rivaled only by his number 2 quarterback Brett Favre, who won the Super Bowl game where the Patriots played in '96, Super Bowl 31 out in New Orleans, and Peyton Manning is your quarterback. Surprisingly, we actually agreed on one of our positions here. Peyton Manning is my quarterback as well. Now, but I started off with Steve Berline, my number 5 starter out of Carolina. He's followed by Brad Johnson out of Washington. McNair also made the list for my team at number 3. Kurt Warner, the Super Bowl champion quarterback, as I mentioned, number 2. And Peyton Manning is number 1. Now, in our next little segment, might be familiar to those of you who've watched the show from time to time, and that's our SportsWire notebook. But we have a very brief notebook this time. We're only going to explain the Pats schedule for the year 2000, as well as we'd like to give a shout-out to all the people who voted, our SportsWire fan voters. We think that everybody who helped participate from our local North Shore institutions, especially from Merrimack Valley Distributing out in Danvers, and from Resort Discovery out in Beverly at the Cummings Center, as well as Beverly Roller Hockey. We'd like to shout out to the individuals who helped us out. It was a successful ballot. So we're going to cut to our little mini notebook, and after that, I'm going to rejoin you from, finally, the Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim. Can you believe it? So, but first of all, before I do this, I'd like to say my fantasy football picks, they're pretty good. Your fantasy football picks are very good as well, but I'd like to do a I was not told or paid to endorse this in any way, but this is the Sporting News Fantasy Football Journal. They have a lot of information for you die-hard fantasy football players, talking about the players, cut-downs by positions, the schedules, and this is where I got a lot of my information from, as well as personal and past experience watching the football games. So for those of you who definitely want to take a closer look into fantasy football and football in general, pick up that book by the Sporting News. It's on the shelves in October. And as I said, this was a non-paid-for endorsement. I happen to recognize the value of this book as a fantasy football journal, and I hope you all do as well. So coming up next, we're going to do the final cut. Your team versus my team at the Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim. Until then, I get to enjoy an Indians-Angels game. I'll see you guys in a few. Ducks are hoping to have a good season this year. They're going to be taking on the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. The Mighty Ducks will be playing the Bruins October 11th. Hopefully one of our New England servers will carry that, whether it be Nesson or UPN 38. So we're looking forward to seeing that game as well as many others in the Bruins season. But talking about the closer season, which is football, we'd like to thank all of our fan voters who voted online, as well as some of us who filled out our paper ballots. Many of those people coming from the institutions of North Shore, the workplaces, and in fact some of them coming from our very own Beverly Roller Hockey League, which we've had the pleasure of working with for the past couple months. We're going to give you the lowdown on the teams, but thanks first to them, and I'd like to thank my crew who's been extremely patient here. They're taking some well-needed time off from their busy lives, and thank you very much for taking some time out of your vacations to help me with our road trip. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you asked for it. These are the totals. We're going to start first with your SportsWire fan team, consisting of kicker Adam Vinatieri from the New England Patriots. Your main running back is Edgerrin James, coming out of Indianapolis with the Colts program out there. Randy Moss is your wide receiver from Minneapolis, Minnesota Vikings football. And your quarterback, none other than number 18 for the Colts, Peyton Manning. My team goes a little bit the same way. I also, too, chose Peyton Manning as my number one as far as the quarterback, for the quarterback. But my gridiron greats start off with Orlando Mare as my kicker, coming out of the Dolphins program in Miami. Curtis Martin, the former hometown boy, now with the New York Jets, is my running back, hopefully having a breakout season. And I'm definitely looking for a great season out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers program. Keyshawn Johnson is my wide receiver. So I'd like to thank again my crew, my fans, everybody who helped me put together this show. I got a jet. It's time for me to fly, as they say here in Anaheim, and I'll see you guys next time in Massachusetts for my next great SportsWire show. We'll see you then. Thank you.